The NFL is on EA Sports, and we are in Silicon Valley at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a short time ago. This crowd, they love their 49ers, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. And we're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with the Atlanta Falcons. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers. Once again, they run with Breida on first down. And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for second down. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Garoppolo, the first catch of the game for George Kittle. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for third down.
Here we go. Hey, gun. Don't let him breathe. Play that time.
On third down, a run from Breida. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
They run. Devontae Freeman. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 14 yards there and a Falcon first down. So the 14 yards actually takes him from 143 to the other for 1st and 10. Now it's Ryan. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now Ryan going to give it to Freeman. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he gets this one down to the 24. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, where that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Ryan. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. The linebacker, Fred Warner, right there on the coverage.
But when you're going up against a talented receiver like that, you just know that they're going to bring more people to him, right? They're going to double cover him every chance they get.
And I think that is what we're going to see all game long. An early taste of that double, maybe even sometimes triple coverage we might see.
Yeah, I think what they're counting on, his talent to sometimes beat that double coverage.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
Well, certainly it appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. That's the third time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from him. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. We're only in the first quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead. Now on fourth down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. Very solid coverage there by the All-Pro Richard Sherman, able to get a hand in.
Brendan, let's file this play away for later. Let's note this play because, to me, it's not out of the question that the decision to pass up the 3 there could come back to haunt them later on.
They'll start on the ground with Breida, and he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. On second down, a run with Breida. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. 3 yards on the pickup there, and they've got it back to 3rd and 10.
We've called a lot of games, but we don't normally talk about inside linebackers being that fleet of foot, do we?
No, he was able to get outside there to make that play.
Yeah, and you know what makes them faster? Their ability to read plays, understand what offenses are trying to do, and put themselves in proper position.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Ricardo Allen with a pick, and he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. Ryan finding Julio out wide. Well, as a lineman, they are trained. You've got to stay close to home. If you're more than a yard downfield, they're going to toss that flag, and they did there.
Watch the curve. Watch the curve. 49. Check 49. Check 49. 11. 56 is small. 56 is the mic.
Ryan. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
And he's going to get this from the 6 out to the 12. A pickup of 6 as they double their workspace.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for second down. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Relatively small sample size, but that's his longest run of the first quarter. Bounced it out to the outside to make it successful.
And to get there, you actually need some help. It's not just your pure speed getting to the corner, making sure that the blocking is taken care of inside so the pursuit doesn't get you. And oftentimes, those wide receivers, tight ends that might be flexed out, they've got to control the edge and make sure no one from the outside can spill the play before he gets there.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Here we go, here we go. Good 80! Stay with your man. Field left, field left.
Now they'll throw with Garoppolo. It's caught by Coleman. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. A big play there for the Niners. 41 yards. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. This is Breida. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. 22 yards as his guys are on the board first here tonight. Gold able to tack on the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Ryan on the handoff. It's Freeman. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Atlanta. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Ryan. This complete to Jones. That's good for 28 yards.
I know that's their first connection in this game, but you and I both know that Julio Jones is without a doubt his quarterback's favorite target.
Oh, yeah, Matt Ryan loves this guy, and who wouldn't?
Yeah, and the reason that he's that is because of his dependability. And quarterbacks have to have that from their receivers, meaning they know where they're going to be when they're running certain routes. They don't break them on them. They don't change them up and do their own freelance stuff and put their quarterbacks in bad situations. Matt Ryan has ultimate trust in Julio Jones.
And he will find Ridley. That's complete. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout. So as they take it over, we step aside.
6-man. Check out.
3rd and 2. Now Ryan. And he's got his star receiver. It's Jones for the Falcon touchdown. 2 yards on the touchdown there, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
I got you.
Garoppolo gives to Breida. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. On first down, here's Breida. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
They'll toss it to Breida. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Now a toss play, it's Breida. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7.
Here we go.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Throwing now is Garoppolo. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. CD, with that incompletion, let's talk AFC playoff picture. I think you and I agree that if you put together any sort of power rankings, we'd put Baltimore #1, certainly in the AFC. But you look ahead to the playoffs getting started on January 4th. Who do you see as their main competitor for that Lamar Hunt trophy?
Well, tradition and us not wanting to be wrong dictates that we say New England next. And rightly so, because of the number of Lombardi trophies they've won, how they've always played at this time of year. But the bottom line to me...
And a big loss here as he's taken down. And now the Niners going to signal for their third and final timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. From the gun, it's Ryan. Looking deep for Julio. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breida, and he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. First down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. Wait, 80!
Now it's Breida. A gain of 3, second down.
Here we go.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Garoppolo now. He's going to throw one up for the end zone. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Back to the air, Ryan after the pick six. He's got Smith here, and they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made. And that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. D. Ford, his second sack of the night.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
The offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than a norm. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Akello Witherspoon. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That one 28 yards on the ground. They run with Breida. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Matt Breida, his second touchdown of the night. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Gold with the extra point, and it's now 21-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Now Ryan. And he's going to have the hook up to Gage. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Out of the gun, they give to Freeman. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. On 3rd and 1, Ryan. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Julio Jones with his second touchdown of the night as his guys are back within a single score. Well, it was 3rd and 1. I was expecting run. So much for that. They pass it, they score it.
That had the feel of the head coach telling the offensive coordinator, you've got 4 downs here. We're going to go for it on 4th down unless there's a disaster on 3rd. Go ahead and take a shot if you want to. And he gratefully accepted the opportunity and did exactly that. If they didn't get it there, that had the feel that they would come back and try it on 4th down.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They run again with Breida. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
Early down stuff will put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. 180!
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 13 yards there and a Niner first. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They go counter with Breida. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. They'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. Black 80!
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end.
Garoppolo looking to throw on 3rd and 2. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. Back now here in Santa Clara as we are just about set to go here in quarter number 4. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Garoppolo. He's got his man. It's Kendrick Bourne. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A big pickup there. 20 yards as they convert on 4th from Falcon territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll run with Coleman on 1st down. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14.
Here we go. 180! Here we go.
Watch tight. Tight end's right. Watch tight.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 18. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
23 yards on the pickup there and a 1st. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now it's Freeman. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
On the heels of that good carry by Devontae Freeman, here's 1st and 10. Now they'll throw it with Ryan. It's caught. Smith. And he he takes it all the way down to the 3. It's a big play there for Atlanta. And even 40 yards. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. 2nd and goal, and the lone man in the backfield is Freeman. Here's Ryan to throw. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Russell Gage there to make the grab, as they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good, and we are tied here in the 4th quarter. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Here we go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field. And nothing but daylight ahead. The 30, 10, touchdown, 49ers. Matt Breida, 75 yards. And they are able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
It's a gain of 13 and a 1st down for Atlanta. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. To throw is Ryan. And that's incomplete.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. To throw on 2nd and 10. Ryan.
Oh, my God.
Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Started to look like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
54 Mike, 54 Mike. Check, watch 54, watch 54. Bang it.
The Falcons will go for it. It's Ryan. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. A big pickup there. 20 yards as they convert on 4th. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And he's got some space here. Past the 20. Devontae Freeman. They're not going to get him. Touchdown, Falcons. Devontae Freeman, 45 yards, as they can now tie the game with the extra point here in the final 2 minutes. Critical extra point up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the fourth. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
Here's Breida. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. Desmond Trufant there making the tackle. Here's a toss right side for Breida. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
At this stage, you've got to hustle. Got to get back to the line of scrimmage because you're saving that timeout to make sure you have a chance to get your kicker out there for the big shot.
Breida, he'll try the right side. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. Garoppolo going to go on 4th down. Open man is Bull. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So now it'll all come down to Robbie Gould. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. So now it'll all come down to Robbie Gould. He missed his only attempt earlier. This time he's going for the win. And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Short kick. One of the up middle take it down. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you're wondering, could it happen? Possibly.